Hey guys, it's Susan Soares. Today we're talking about how to conquer that feeling of being overwhelmed and not let it shut you down. How many times have we all been there? We've said yes to too many things, and then all of a sudden we've got 100 different things on our plate and we're not doing any of them really well. So I'm here today to give you some tips and tricks on how to conquer that feeling and feel productive at the same time. So the first thing I'm going to say, feeling overwhelmed is actually a good thing. It means you're out there trying to do things, you're working towards some goals, you're doing things that are important to you, and now we just have to help you figure out how to prioritize those so you're not just spinning your wheels. So the first thing I would ask you is, what's important to you? Like when you think of all those things, which one actually sounds kind of fun to do? Or which one actually pushes you towards a goal that you have? Have you thought much about that? Like all of us are pretty good at busy work, but what goal is it pushing you towards? So if you have a goal of getting your house clean, is sitting on the sofa and doing nothing getting you towards that goal? No. I mean, how guilty are we of doing that? Just because it may feel overwhelming to start somewhere. And that's my second piece of advice. Just start. Start somewhere. Pick one thing that you want to do, get it done, check it off the list, and have that feeling of confidence that you can complete the rest of your list. We'll talk about making lists a little bit too. I think that's something that people kind of go crazy with, and they put 100 different things on their list. So I'm going to give you some ideas on how to cut that down and how to make your brain think that you only have 3 things to do when you may have 20, but your brain's only going to see 3 things at a time. And that helps your brain not feel as anxious about it and not start that self-defeating talk of, man, there's too much to do. There's no way I can do it. So the trick I'm going to give you for this video is to grab yourself a planner. Planners are life for me. Everything I do goes in a planner, whether it's my to-do list, whether it's anything else, because if it's not written down for me, it's gone. I'm in the middle of a really busy season in my life right now, which I love. I love everything I'm doing, but part of that is things kind of fall by the wayside and I forget about them. So I've been really diligent about writing things down in my planner in order to jumpstart my brain and be like, oh yeah, I needed to do that by this date. I need to complete this today. And actually it helps me feel so much less overwhelmed because I'm actually checking things off my list. And I think one thing that people struggle with when they're making lists is making too big a goal. So like if my goal was to complete my schoolwork for the week, I would break that down into chunks, like break it down into everything I had to do, because then you feel like you're actually getting things done. That is the joy of lists to me, is checking them off, crossing them out, ripping up the Post-it, whatever it is. So for more tips and tricks, make sure you click on subscribe, and follow me for further things. There's also a link to my blog down below that will give you more details on how to really get yourself into a good routine for organization and motivation with getting things done.